everyone. Thanks for joining another episode of Spotlight on Real Estate. I have Nick with me today from Oxford Mortgage. Nick, thanks so much for joining me today.
Yeah, it's my pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. I called Nick in today because quite frankly, with the market and the way that things are moving currently, there's not a lot of inventory on the market, and there's not a lot of but there is a whole lot of buying power with low interest rates. And so what is it, when I come into contact with my clients, the conversations that I'm having are, yes, we know we need to sell our house. However, what happens if we get under contract really quickly and we don't find the one that we're looking for? So essentially, Nick, what sort of options are there out there when you want to, or you need to go find that house first,
Yeah.
and then list yours for sale?
Yeah, one really good option is if the new potential buyer or seller in your case would have put a home equity line of credit on their current residence. That is a great way for them to access the funds for down payment prior to selling. Okay, so all that would happen is you draw what you need to draw on this home equity line of credit. You have to qualify with the new payment, right? If it's not going to be sold prior to your purchase, you have to qualify with your first mortgage and then this new home equity line of credit payment. But if you can do that, you can utilize the funds that you would be waiting on from the sale, and you can get them right away. And then when your home sells, you just pay off all the liens that are attached to it.
So now, sorry to cut you off, but there are some options. Rather than writing a contingent offer, you can essentially go to your lender, Nick, for example, and say, listen, we found the house. We want to write an offer. We know it's competitive. We can't make it contingent. What can you do for us?
Yeah, right. So that's definitely one of the options. I mean, there's obviously guidelines to it, right? I mean, you can't there's nowhere that I know of that will allow for you to take a home equity line of credit up to 100% of the value, right? So, 80, 85%, sometimes 90% of the value. But that can help get you into the home. And in a lot of cases, we've had where people have equity lines of credit already. They plan on doing that just in case, but then their home sells prior anyways. But that does allow you to not have to write a contingent, because if your house didn't sell, you could make it work.
Yeah.
Now, the rub with that is just that doesn't work for everybody, because you have to qualify with your new home loan, your current home loan, and the home equity line of credit payment. So if those debts don't fit into your ratios, then you're always going to have those situations where a contingent sale is just what it has to be.
Right. Right. And we, when we're writing offers right now with the competitive market, we want to look at all the options. And so, and this is, a lot of times you hear the word HELOC. This is what it's referencing, correct?
Yeah, home equity line of credit.
Great.
Yep, exactly. So it's a great option. They're relatively cheap to get. A lot of times, if you go to your personal bank for the home equity line, they don't even require an appraisal oftentimes. So it can be something quick and easy to get. And in all honesty, a lot of people already have them. They have zero balances on them, and they're not thinking about it. But that is a way that they can access those funds for down payment potentially.
Perfect. Nick, thank you so much for explaining this little piece. And it's another little option. Sometimes you just got to know all the little tricks that can be done.
That's right.
And all the different strategies. So I appreciate it. All of Nick's information, again, is going to be below this video. So go ahead and click subscribe and turn on your notifications so you get notifications when we post new videos. Nick from Oxford Mortgage, thanks so much. I really appreciate it. You do a great job with my clients. Thank you.
Yeah, it's my pleasure, Renee. Thank you.